Hey everybody, it's Mr. Sam and the Cat. We're gonna teach you about, or help you get through questions 8 through 13 on the Unit 6 assessment in benchmark. So you should open up, or go to benchmark, go to your assignments, open up the assessment. And we're calling it an assessment, even though it's not really an assessment, it's not really a test, it's more like a worksheet we're doing together. So I have it open here. So once you go here, you should have worked on it yesterday, done questions 1 through 7. So to get to question 8, you can click the drop-down menu right here, this little arrow, or you can just click next until you hit the question you want. I'm going to scroll down, go to question 8. I'm actually already there. Boom. So we got the story on the left. We've got the question on the right. So first, I'm going to read the question just to kind of know what I need to look for in the story. So number 8, choose 3 things a Nasi does to fill the requirements of the sky god. Drag and drop 3 sentences into the answer box. Put events in the order they happen in the story. Okay, so we're thinking about what a Nasi does to fill the requirements of the sky god. There's going to be 3 sentences we need to drop, and we need to put these events in order. All right. So now would be a good time to read the story. You want to pause this video and restart when you're done reading. Now would be a good time. All right. So you should have had some time to read the story and come back. So now we need to put 3 things a Nasi does to fill the requirements of the sky god in this little box. We need to put them in order. So when I was reading this, first I saw a Nasi asked the sky god for some stories, and I was like, oh, that's what happened first. A Nasi asks for some stories. Then I read the directions carefully again, which was a good idea because this is asking what a Nasi does to fill the requirements. It's not just asking what happens in the story. So this answer A would be wrong. So I need to take it out and figure out again what a Nasi does to fill the requirements of the sky god. So keep an eye out for that. I'll give you a hint, has to do with the animals that he captures. All right, so once you fill that in, and to move one, you just click and drag. You want to move it up and in. If you want to move it out, just bring it back out again. Okay, next question. All right, which meaning of pole fits the way it is used in paragraph 5? So I'm going to find paragraph 5 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're numbered, so that's very helpful. Snake Nas said, my wife says you are not even as big or not even as long as this pole. I say you are. Which of us is right? So what does it mean by pole? A long, thin piece of wood, the end of a battery, a measure of length, a starting position. Pole position, just like in racing. So no, it won't be that one. Don't think it's the end of a battery. So try and figure out between A and C. What do you think pole means in this paragraph? Next, move on to question 10. Same story. This question has 2 parts, so we got to make sure we answer part A and part B. Let's see. Part A, what was the sky god's view of a Nasi at the end of the story? I've got some options here. You can pick one. And part B, choose one sentence from the passage that supports the answer to part A. Okay, so part B is connected to part A because part B is kind of proving what we think is the answer for part A. Okay. And so make sure you click an answer for part A and part B. And just because you picked part A, A for part A doesn't mean you're going to pick A for part B. So make sure you read both questions carefully. All right, question 11. We have a dictionary entry. Just going to help us answer. So relate, to narrate, tell, to connect or link to something. 3, to apply or pertain to. 4, to establish a friendly relationship. Which definition of relate fits the way it is used in paragraph 12? All right, so I'm going to go all the way down to 12. It's the last one. And let's find the word relate. Here we go, relate. And this is how I am able to relate this story to you today. Interesting. So if you think it's to narrate, to tell, that is definition 1. If you think it's to connect or link to something, that's definition 2. If you think it's to apply or pertain to, that's definition 3. You pick C. And if you think it's to establish a friendly relationship, you're going to select D, definition 4. All right, moving on. We go to question 12 now. In paragraph 1, the the ow in about has the same vowel sound as, so you're looking for another word that has the ow sound. It's either crow, cook, crown, or coop. So remember, this is ow, like about, and I would just read these out loud until you hear the same sound as ow. All right, moving right along. Number 13. I think we got a different story now. Yep. Different story. So we need to read this new story. But first, let's read the question. Kind of figure out what we need to know. Think about the 2 stories you have read. How are they similar and how are they different? Type 2 to 3 sentences explaining how the stories are alike and different. Use details from both stories to support your ideas. So now it's a new story about the same character, Anasi. And up here, you have another one. It's the same one from before. So you're just going to read a new one, but it's all the one we just read is also here. So you can compare them. You need to go back and look. So make sure when you answer this, you're typing 2 to 3 complete sentences explaining how the stories are alike and different. Your teachers want to hear about both. Don't just say how they're alike or just how they're different. Say how they're both alike and different. And use details from both stories to support your ideas. Yeah. All right. And then 14 you'll work on tomorrow. There'll be another video for that. Hope everyone's doing well. If there's any questions, make sure you email your teachers or comment on the Google Classroom. We get emails about the comments so we can respond right away. I know we all miss you guys and hope you're all doing well. This is Mr. Sam and the cat signing out. Say bye, kitty. All right. Take it easy, guys.